Good morning, David here, Weekly Wheat Look. Today is Friday, 26th of August, 6:36 in the morning. Pre-market open looking at UK wheat, November 2016. And as usual, we'll start with the monthly chart. And you can see here, this is the third green candle that we're having here. This is obviously August as we're coming to the final week of the month. Obviously, we went up and hit our first target here, 34. We've retraced £5 a tonne this week, and at the moment we're looking though we're closing below the high of last month. So let's go down and have a look into the weekly chart. And you can see here on the weekly chart, you can see this negative green candle forming here at the present moment. Where will we find support? Obviously, the first line of support was 129, 130. The swing high here we were watching, this was back in middle of July. That has been taken out at the present moment, and obviously we've got the major support here of 24.50, 24.60 on this chart, which we were looking at in May, June and July for the market to break out of that sideways action. Let's pop down into the dailies one here, and you can see here this was our key level here. We've been watching for some time here. If I run my mouse over here, it was 24.50. I've put this line in here, and you can see here 124. Now I'll just bring up the actual chart here and just show you. You can probably see better on this chart here. This was this swing high here in June, 24.50, that we were watching doing all of June and July, and then we got this breakout here. We broke up above it, and then we came back and tested it, and this left a gap here, and obviously you've got the swing high here. So I would not be surprised if we don't see the market come back to test this and fill this gap here about the 24.50 mark, and then that would be decision time of whether the market then obviously finds legs to go back up and get our final target 137, or we see a weekly break of this 24.50, and then obviously what we'd probably slip back into is a sideways market. If I show you on this chart, you can see the similar thing. I've marked the gap on here. This is the 124.50 level here. This is where we are at present. This is where this green arrow is. So we probably could see the 26.50, another couple of pounds down to test this level here. And then obviously the market's got to make its mind up. We had probably overextended ourselves somewhat to the upside when we did hit our first target here, 134. Obviously still looking for 37 above that, but obviously we'll have to change that view if we see a prolonged time below 24.50. Oh, sorry about that. And then just to see, probably put a reason behind this is, you can see here, I've got the right here, I've got the I've got the pound versus the US dollar, and you can see here that during August, the first half of August, obviously the pound fell, all these red candles here, and obviously if you look here, that's where we had the lift here in the wheat market, and obviously since the 15th of August, and if we run the 15th of August over here, there, you can see that the pound has done reversed, and you can see at the moment, and obviously the opposite of that has pushed wheat down. If I just bring the pound chart up for full length, you can see here, this is the Brexit vote here. This is the big fall here at $13.22 was the level it got to, and you see here then during July and August we've sort of moved either side of this level here, and obviously what we've gone back to do now is test this level here, and this was 13.24. So obviously if you say that that's given, taken some of the advantage out of making the UK wheat cheaper at the present moment, but obviously the long-term trend is still on the pound, it still is down. On the wheat, obviously the longer term trend as we looked last week is still down, but obviously in the short term we have got this 3 months now we've risen, so we need to keep an eye on this 24.50 level, and I'll put an update this time.